Hey everyone out there, welcome to another installment of Radio Free Decipher. It is a very, very nice day here in Norfolk today.
It is so sunny out there that both Evan here and I do not want to be here.
Yeah, pretty much. It's like 70s, very, very spring, summery out there. It's
nice
gorgeous.
Breeze.
Yeah.
Awesome outside today. So it's our first like real spring type day here, and everybody's getting a little bit of cabin fever. So.
Definitely.
So, but you know what? We're going to have a great show.
We are. We've got, first, a little bit of housekeeping business, a reminder of some of the notices we've been throwing your way. This week, Battle of Helmsby did release.
Yes, it did.
And everybody's got their hot little hands all over it right now.
Vegas.
Vegas. You leave today.
Yes. I'm not here right now.
That's really cool.
Yes, I got on a plane at 10 this morning. And I'm, flying over the Mississippi right now.
Well, let's not talk about your progress, because last time we did, there were flight delays. Anyway,
right.
So you will be in Vegas.
Right.
And
for the Gamma Trade Show, where we have of course, the premiere series, Vegas there. We have the Gamma Trade Show, and Andy Serkis, who portrayed Gollum in The Lord of the Rings, is going to be there with us. And lots of other good stuff. There's the email list to sign up for to get all the news that's going on there, and all kinds of good stuff.
Okay. So. And does that take care of all the little bits that we should be reminding people of?
Black Rider Tour.
Of course. That starts very, very shortly.
That's right. Basically the week after Gamma, starting the 24th, boom, people are out on the road. They're going to be traveling all over the place, giving out the Black Rider cards, losing to all of you.
There you go.
So everyone but Joe, supposedly. Evidently, Joe's got this big aura about him, and people are afraid of the guy.
Nice.
I don't know about that, but you watch. He's not going to be number one. He's not going to have the best
cool
aggregate. I just wanted to say aggregate.
Very nice. Yep. Okay, so as for news, it's pretty much going to be a Trek show today, and I can hear some of you cheering. Very about that. As you will have seen in the story that went up today, the release date for Energize has been announced, and that's going to be May 21st. So
as in May 2-1.
Yes, as in May, not March.
Got it.
So you've got about 2 months from now. And information will be rolling out on that very soon.
Sure, we can't start talking about it quite yet.
But there is a lot of information that should be reiterated in that story in case you missed it. It's a 180 card set. Let me come back to that in a minute. Not a 120, but it is a 180, and that consists of 60 rares, 60 uncommons, and 60 commons.
Okay.
There are no starter decks for this product, so there are not going to be any starter-only cards associated with it. There are no new affiliations, so you'll be looking for the same 6 that appeared in the first set. I'm including that line there. So let's break down some of this other info about the 180 cards, because I've seen a couple of posts about that already, and there are some people concerned about that card count. Really, we're going with a larger set so that we can expand the second edition universe as quickly as possible. Because bringing the 180 added to the 415 already will get us to just shy of 600 cards, which is right about where first edition was as of the time Q Continuum had released. So we're trying to get you a larger, universe to play in as quickly as possible there.
Which is always a good thing for players.
And it's not going to be substantially harder to collect than some of the 130 card sets for first edition, because there you had 50 rares, but there were, rare pluses to contend with, and that kind of works out to be about the same as the 60 rares here. And then, of course, going from 40 uncommons to 40 commons to 60 uncommons and 60 commons, those are not going to be substantially harder to get as you're chasing for the rares. So it is a larger set, but we're kind of giving you a lot of the extra cards, essentially. It's not going to be substantially harder to collect.
Good.
The other new stuff that's mentioned in the article is that there's a Maquis going into the set. We're kind of getting a playable faction out of them. They're going to have their own headquarters. So it'll kind of be along the lines of the Deep Space Nine headquarters from Premiere, where you can mix some affiliations and certain types of cards there. There will be a place where Maquis people can mix. And
are we going to get the President's Chief of Staff in this expansion?
A 24 reference, a quality 24 reference. It's been a rough week without a new 24, I might add. Yes, the President's Chief of Staff.
A.K.A. Rolaren.
A.K.A. Rolaren will be in the set.
Good.
So that is one thing to look forward to. All in all, there's maybe about, well, I don't know if I want to get into that, but there's a good number of cards thrown the Marquis way.
Good stuff.
Yeah, and I think the opening, splash mentions that Kalas and his followers of Kalas, like at the Borath Monastery and such, are going to be a theme in the set. So it'll give you a very specific theme that you could build a Klingon deck around if you want. So the Klingons definitely are getting something here.
Good stuff.
Other things that may or may not have been mentioned there, there's some cards kicked toward really putting a split between the DS9 faction and the Next Generation factions of Fed. So they're going to have cards that have a very different flavor among them, and we'll get into what that means later. And of course, Bajorans and Cardassians, there's a good number of cards for everybody in there.
Right.
What else? The story about the foils went up yesterday, that there are 9 special foils. I believe the story identified what they were as well. Those are going to be, first of all, tournament prizes.
Have you had an opportunity to see them all yet?
Yeah, they're great. Kelly, who we've had on here once, she helped create the forms, the textures and foiling all the, for example, the Romulan foil, the Romulan personnel foil, you know how the uniform pattern, as seen in Nemesis, makes up the little dots and checkered patterns behind this text box. She went in and foiled every single little one of those little squares, right. and the thing just looks incredible as a foil, and that's typical of the, all the textures in the various templates, the Bajoran template, etc. You get to see all of those highlighted, so they're very, very cool foils.
Good. Excellent.
And so one way to get them is going to be tournament prizes, and another is through pre-orders for Energize, and there are details in the story that went up yesterday.
Correct.
So don't miss out on that opportunity, because they're among the best-looking foils we have done yet.
My favorite is
the Black Rider one is pretty cool.
Yeah, well, that was on the same sheet, but no, my favorite of the Star Trek foils is the Enterprise one.
Yeah, that one turned out really good too.
Yeah. With that big blobulous cloud.
Yes, which is good, because I know that some people weren't fans of the ship shot. Some were, and some weren't. Didn't like seeing their favorite ship from the back, I guess. But but the Nebula just looks super cool
Very
in
good
foil.
Stuff. Yeah.
So there you go. As I said, more information about Energize should be rolling out. If not next week, then probably by the week after. We are at Paramount approval now, so it's still a little too early for us to be showing you cards, but that will come shortly.
Excellent.
And I think we want to just go play around in the sun now.
Yeah, right on. Well, quick programming note for everyone. There will not be a Radio Free next week, as I will still be in Las Vegas.
Good call.
So,
you going to go gambling?
Recovering from St. Patty's Day.
Going to go gambling while you're there?
Dude, I am so not the gambler. I am not, I do not pray at the altar of gamblor.
I know that a lot of the people who are going around the office are just the opposite. There's going to be people visiting the poker rooms at various hotels.
I have been known to drop a $20 bill in the slot machine, but that's it. I don't do the 20. I don't do the blackjack.
Don't do table games.
Yeah, I don't do any of that stuff.
Okay.
So.
Well,
yeah, I'm pretty boring in Las Vegas. I just want to look at the mountains and go play tennis in the morning. That's me.
Nice.
So
you should stay at Mandalay Bay or something.
Well, yeah, except the convention's at the Orleans, so
okay,
that's where it will be.
All right,
at the Alligator Bar. All right. Well, thanks everyone for tuning in, and just like 24, we'll be on hiatus next week.
Yep.
See you the week after that. Bye.